this is Sandy. Welcome back to Easy Cooking. As you can see, today I'm a pirate. That means Halloween is just around the corner. So today we're going to start with the Halloween recipes, and the first recipe in this Halloween series is going to be spooky meatballs. They are so easy to make and super delicious, so hopefully you'll give them a try. For this recipe, I recommend that you prepare them and cook them the day before or really early in the morning, because they need to be completely cooled down before you decorate them. So the preparation time and the cooking time combined is going to be about 30 minutes. Then you have to let them cool completely, and then the decoration time is going to be about 5 minutes, and then you have to reheat them for another 10 to 12 minutes. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let's get started. Remember, you will find the list of ingredients in the description box of this video, and you will also find it in my blog where you can print the whole recipe. Let's get started. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're going to start by preparing the meatballs. For this recipe, I'm using ground turkey, but feel free to use any kind of ground meat that you prefer. So season the meat with salt and black pepper to taste. Also add crushed red pepper to taste. If you want, you can replace the salt and the pepper with about 1 tablespoon of chicken flavor bouillon to add more flavor. And then to this, also add in the minced onion and the breadcrumbs. Toss everything until well combined, and then add in the barbecue sauce. Stir once again until everything is well incorporated and the meat is well seasoned with the sauce. If you think the meat is too wet, feel free to add 1 more tablespoon of breadcrumbs, and if it feels too dry, feel free to add an extra tablespoon of barbecue sauce or a splash of extra virgin olive oil. Once the meat is ready, now you can make the meatballs, and you can make them any size that you want. So grab some of the ground meat and roll it with your hands to make a meatball, to make a small ball, and then place them on parchment paper or aluminum foil for easy cleaning. And just keep on making the meatballs until they are all done. Now place them in the freezer for about 15 minutes, just so they will get a little firmer. And now we're going to cut the bacon slices into thin strips. And you want to have long strips of bacon, so just cut it lengthwise. And the thickness of the bacon strips will depend on the size of the meatballs. And the bacon strips will resemble bandages on the meatballs, so you want them to be thin. Once you're done with the bacon, just set it aside until you're ready to use it. So after 15 minutes in the freezer, now the meatballs should be firmer. They will be easier to handle. So now we're going to grab a meatball, and then we're going to wrap it with the bacon strips. And like I said, the bacon strips will resemble bandages, and we will pretend the meatballs are like a mummy face. So leave a space right in the center of the meatball to draw the eyes of our mummy. And you can use as many bacon strips as you like. I'm using about 3 or 4 bacon strips to wrap around the meatball. But like I said, the bacon is to taste. You can use as many bacon strips as you need to. So just keep on wrapping the meatballs with the bacon strips until you're done, and remember to leave an empty space right on the center of the meatball to draw the eyes of our mommy. And once you're done, now we're going to bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes or until they are cooked. And this is how they look after they are cooked. Now we're going to let them cool completely before decorating them. And like I told you earlier, this can be prepared and cooked the day before or really early in the morning, because you want them to be completely cold before decorating them. So I recommend that you cook them the day before. So about 30 minutes to an hour before your party, you can finish cooking the meatballs. So now preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're going to work with the crescent rolls. And the dough is usually cut in triangles, and for this recipe we need them to be rectangles. So we're going to grab 2 triangles, and then we will pinch them together to make 1 rectangle. And then after that, we're just going to roll this out with a rolling pin just to thin it out a little bit, and then with a pizza cutter we're going to cut this into thin strips. And the thickness of the strips will depend on the size of your meatballs, so just keep on cutting the strips until you're done. Now grab a meatball. Remember, the meatballs should be completely cold by now. So grab a meatball and also grab a dough strip, and then we're going to wrap it around the meatball. Once again, try to leave an empty space to draw the eyes right on the center of the meatball. You want the meatball to look or to resemble a mummy head or a mummy face, so just wrap it with as many bandages or as many those strips as you want to give it the mommy look. And just keep on repeating these steps until you're done. And once you're done, we're going to bake them at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 12 to 15 minutes or until they are nice and golden brown. And this is how they look after they come out of the oven. So now to draw the eyes, I'm using barbecue sauce and mustard. And the eyes are just a dot of barbecue sauce, topped with a smaller dot of mustard on top, just to give them some dimension. And that's about it. I'm just using a toothpick to draw the eyes. And that's about it. Just keep on repeating these steps until you're done. And once you're done, you're ready to serve them. And this will make a great appetizer. Just serve them with more barbecue sauce for dipping. Or if you want, you can serve them with spaghetti in tomato sauce to make the perfect main dish. And that's it. Enjoy! To print these and some other delicious recipes, please don't forget to visit my blog. The link is going to be down below. And remember, you will also find me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Pinterest. I'm everywhere, so all the links are going to be down below. If you want, you can check them out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel to be notified of future updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!